There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others. Most men believe peace is normal and war is an exception. Machiavelli knew the opposite. He wrote, "There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others." Understand this. Conflict is not something that might happen. Conflict is something that is always happening. In silence, in whispers, in shadows. The only question is whether you're ready for it or whether you'll be devoured when it arrives. Think of your life like a battlefield. In your career, someone is always watching your position, waiting for you to stumble so they can replace you. In your relationships, there's always another man willing to take your place if you grow weak. In your social circle, there's always someone testing your boundaries, seeing how far they can push before you break. And here's the brutal reality. If you're not prepared for war, you've already lost. The successful men admire the ones who rise above. They aren't surprised by conflict. They expect it. They train for it. They prepare during peace so they don't bleed during war. A warrior doesn't sharpen his blade the moment the enemy arrives. He sharpens it every morning, even when the field looks quiet. So how does this look in your world? In business, Amazon stockpiles cash, crushes competitors before they grow. They prepare long before the market shifts. In politics, nations build arsenals, make alliances, and infiltrate rivals during so-called peace. In your personal life, the man who stays in shape even when he isn't threatened, the man who builds his savings when money flows, the man who cultivates allies when he doesn't need them, that man survives when storms come. Machiavelli gave us the animal parable. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. Do you see it? You must be both, cunning enough to see danger before it arrives, strong enough to crush it when it does. Most men choose one. They are clever but weak, the fox who eventually gets torn apart. Or they are strong but blind, the lion who falls into traps he never saw coming. But the man who becomes both, that man is untouchable. Here's the dark law. Don't start wars, but be prepared to finish every single one, because here's a secret that weak men never grasp. The man who is visibly prepared for war rarely has to fight at all. Why? Because predators sense strength, and they always choose the weaker target. So build yourself into a man others are afraid to test. Not because you're violent, not because you're